What is going on? It's been a minute since I've done a tier list, and today is a special one to me, okay? Because I'm a fat ass. Thanksgiving is literally my second favorite holiday. I know that's cliche, Christmas being my favorite. I know that's also cliche.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
But like, Thanksgiving is fantastic. You gotta be thankful, which I always am, of course, but you gotta be thankful, and you gotta eat a lot of food. Probably not, but you also might be wondering, how did I break down the most common Thanksgiving foods? And I got the answer for you here. Reddit.
Perfect.
Before we start, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn your notifications on so you never miss a video or a live stream. Turkey, baby. Turkey. We're starting off with the main course, okay? Last year we had chicken.
You sure about that?
Delicious chicken. Chicken does not belong. Turkey is that food. It is that food. Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes!
Now, I would put this in easy seconds, but mashed potatoes is way too filling. I have one serving of that, and I'm like, ugh. If I have it again, I'm not gonna have room for the homemade mashed potatoes. Everybody's had instant mashed potatoes, all right? Homemade mashed potatoes are a completely different breed. I'm not even f***ing with you. Next up, I have stuffing, okay? Stuffing seems to be not that popular of a food. And at the same time, I get it, okay? I totally get it, but it's always going on the plate. It's so good, but it also suffers the same fate as mashed potatoes, okay? Because this stuff, if you think mashed potatoes are dense, stuffing is so much more dense, all right? It is so much more dense. It is fantastic. I'm eating it every single year, twice a year if I can, okay? Like the next day after, it's way too filling for me to have it again. Its flavor is also a little bit lackluster at times. My mom might kill me if she hears that.
I'll kill you!
It always tastes good, but it gets lost in the fact that it's also bread. Next up, we've got mac and cheese. Easy seconds. Every single year. I don't care if it's noodles, okay? Noodles are carb heavy. They're going to fill you up. I get that. I completely get that. Smoked mac and cheese, maybe with a little bit of breadcrumbs on the top. Fantastic. It might rival turkey for the best food. Mac and cheese is one of the best foods of all time, okay? It's going into easy seconds. I don't even have that much to say about it. It's fantastic. It's going there. Now we've got something a little bit brand new to me. Green bean casserole. But it's going to go in depends on the year, because I feel like most aspects of the green bean casserole, they're going to be all right, but it's just not for me. Next up, we got corn. Corn's okay. Listen, I like corn. Corn and mashed potatoes are all right, but corn is just corn. Corn is corn. There's nothing more that you can say. You can do everything you want. You can smoke it. You can put cheese on it. I don't know who put cheese on it. I just said that. You can season it. You can do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, corn is corn, and it's going to have that same... We're going to go with turkey gravy. Turkey gravy is not something that I knew about until maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Always going on the plate. Turkey gravy goes on with mashed potatoes. Now, we're jumping into those foods that are kind of like appetizers almost, but they're like the finger foods. We're jumping into finger foods. That's what I'll call it. We got the cheese ball.
Ah, my cheese balls!
Cheese ball, always going on the plate. Not seconds, because at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of cheeses and almonds. It's kind of like, I have it and then I'm like, it's good, but I don't really, I don't want more. My family makes one hell of a cheese ball, all right? When I go to Pennsylvania to visit them for Christmas, there's a cheese ball, and it is fantastic. I'm just not going back for seconds. We've got our first and only keep it off the table. Sweet potatoes, all right? Sweet potatoes, these are salted, like savory. This is an example of what you should not be doing when you're trying to do sweet and savory.
The trash!
We're gonna jump the gun and go to the other sweet potato casserole with marshmallows and pecans. This is going in easy seconds. I do not care, okay, if this is weighing down my stomach.
I'm fucking the
Sweet potato casserole.
Whatever the hell my mom does, my mom could put crack in it for all I care. I'm going for easy seconds. Dinner rolls are going in, it's okay. This might be controversial too. I know my dad's gonna hate me for this, all right? Dinner rolls, too sweet. You can get savory ones, I understand that, but the ones that we get, like King's Hawaiian, way too sweet. Next up, deviled eggs. There's almost never enough for my family. We invite a couple of people. Deviled eggs, my mom makes 24 of them. She makes a carton of 12, cuts them in half, okay? Deviled eggs. 24 of them every single year, never enough. She makes them with bacon and jalapenos, and then because my siblings are she makes them with just bacon, and sometimes she makes them just by themselves. Next up, we got cranberry sauce, okay? Cranberry sauce is going on depends on the year. Now, this is controversial. I have seen a lot of people on cranberry sauce. I don't know what my mom does. I don't know if she does it any different. It's so citrusy, yet it's actually kind of good, but it's not my favorite. I've kind of fallen out of love with it over the years, so I'm gonna put it on depends on the year because it's just not my favorite, okay? It's just not my favorite. We are now on to desserts. Pecan pie, S tier. Pecan pie, especially if it's warm, pecan pie is fantastic. Just thinking about it. Pecan pie is going to hit so hard this year. We're going on to our next one. Pumpkin pie. Also, easy seconds. My mom hand picks the pumpkins, scoops out the seeds, then she makes pumpkin seeds, which are fantastic. She makes pumpkin seeds. She roasts the pumpkin seeds, okay? Then she uses the pumpkin and makes a pumpkin pie. Oh, it's so good. It is fantastic. Next up, you got apple pie. Again, my mom hand picks apples. Okay, she's gonna hand pick the apples and she's going to make apple pie based off of that. Apple pie is it's a classic. They've been around for a while. You don't have to change the recipe to make them fantastic. Apple pie by itself it's so good. It's just there. It's next up, cheesecake. Now, there's a lot of people that don't have cheesecake for Thanksgiving. We used to not be one of those until I offered to make the cheesecake, and my family and the people who come over love the cheesecake. It's fantastic. It's going into easy seconds, except you don't really get seconds with this. You get a big piece and then you don't have any more because this thing is dense. Cheesecakes are dense. You cannot have any more, all right? Now we're on to the drinks. Drinks, this one, always going on the plate. Sparkling juice is available. It's always going on the plate. I'm not really getting another one after this. I'm drinking water because the least I can do for my body is drink a little bit of water. You know what I'm saying?
Back with another milk. Help! Help! Help me!
This is my tier list. It's a perfect tier list, and I want to bring attention. This video might not reach a lot of people, but I do want to make this a point. There are food banks everywhere near you, okay? There's canned foods everywhere. Canned foods are cheap. It's not too expensive. You got some of them sitting around your house, but please make it at least a little bit of an effort, okay, to find a local food bank near you, all right? I've got this website here. You might have heard of it, Feeding America. Go in here. You can input your zip code wherever you are, okay? Find a local food bank. Go and donate, but if you can't afford it, it's cheap. It's basically like you're just helping people out, all right?